This is the Napoleon's Freestyle 365 barbecue with a bumper-to-bumper guarantee. How to assemble this? Let's get the video started. Instructions in the box is to start from the top, not remove the whole box at this time. It's strapping on here. We're going to use a knife there to cut off the strapping. Cut the flaps open and start removing parts. Start to remove all the parts. This is part of the door here. Instructions are on the top. This is the bottom piece. This is where your propane sits on the bottom of your barbecue. And we're going to remove some side panels here. Here's one of the side panels. Remove the second side panel here. And in the side panel there's a box. That's what the grates are on. And the grates are in this box here. And there's another piece that goes on your door. A little metal piece right here. That'll go on your door and the inside of your door here. Very well packaged. Remove some more cardboard. You can see the top of the hood here. And there's a little grate there. I'm going to pull the grate out there. This goes inside the barbecue. Now, remove the whole box. The whole box there, and just lift it off. Barbecue weighs about 85 pounds, so it's quite heavy. Remove the hood here. It's all wrapped in plastic. Some more boxes here. I'm not sure what this one is, the smaller box here. I think it's just a spacer. Now here's your back door. This is your back door. Goes in the back of your barbecue here. And here's all your parts like your wheels and all your bolts and nuts will be in this box here. And here's the main part of the barbecue here. I'm going to tip it up here to show you there's three burners. It's quite heavy too. Here's all your parts in one box here. I'm not sure, this is a cleaning kit there, it comes with it. Part of your door assembly. This is your bottom of your feet here. This is all the screws you're going to need. This package here. This is for the grease shield here in the bottom here. These are your wheels. There's two wheels with it. And the most important bottle, the bottle opener. Here's the instructions and a few things in here. Give you a Napoleon sticker. They give you missing parts, questions, concerns, missing parts. Do not bring it back to the where you bought it. Call this 800 number. I've done that before, and that's the way to go. Assembly guide for all the different models here, and it's just a pictorial. There's no actual writing on here, it's just all pictorial. That's what somebody was saying about this barbecue. It's all pictorial. And there's other things in here too, which I'm going to download. It's got it, you can download the app, Built Intelligent Instructions, download the free app. We're going to download that, see what that does for us. And there's the owner's manual. This has nothing to do with what in assembly, is just things you can do, like cleaning your barbecue and rotisserie stuff like that, and how to turn it on. Different burners here. I have 3 burners, and it lights a different way than normal burners. You don't need a ignition. You just turn the burner and it lights. So that's one of the reasons why I bought the Napoleon. So that's the manual. In the instructions, it tells you to download a program called BILT. To download this, once you download it, you search for your model number here, and it's got all kinds of barbecue, just not mine here. Then you can register it, registration, and then there's receipts and stuff. You can upload your receipt to them and register at the same time. Now, it shows you in 3 dimension all the parts.
This procedure will assist you with assembling
Step by step, from opening the box to all the parts inside, starting from scratch here, all 3-dimensional. If you get stuck somewhere, go to this, and they'll show you all the procedures, all the steps you need to do. Very, very unique. And if you have to stop it, you X out of it and say, yes, I'm finished. No, I'll finish later. So download this app. It'll help you out assembling the new barbecue. One side panel has screws on the side as well as the bottom. And you can't make a mistake because the screw patterns are different from the top and the bottom. Number 3 Phillips screw, I think here. I'm using a number 3 Phillips screwdriver. So tighten these on the side here first. This side paddle has screws in the bottom as well there. Shows number 3. All the screws are the same in the package. This is a magnetic screwdriver, so it kind of makes it easier. Second side panel, make sure the hole's near the top here. It only goes one way. The screws line up, so it only goes one way. So as long as your screws line up there, you'll have no problem. So 2 screws holding this side panel in. Also install the little set screw here with the arrows pointing. That's what holds your propane bottle in place. One of the side panels has some grooves there. This is the door stop, so those little hooks slide in here, and then you use a screw on the back side of it here. Screw holds it in place. So that's the door stop there for your barbecue. You could use a nut driver for these screws as well. Now flip it right over. I'm going to start putting the wheels on. On the bottom of the legs, little notch actually snaps in here, holds it in place. Same with the other one. There's a hole inside the barbecue here. That plastic piece snaps inside here. Then just use 2 screws to hold it in. These are all Phillips screws. Nice design, holds the security in place. These little grommets here you snap in place here. That's where the shaft from the wheels are going to go in here. So one on each side. They just snap in here. Little grommets. There's a locking nut that fits on the shaft of the wheel here. I think you require a 1/2-inch wrench or a socket. So slide the shafts with the grommets here. Other side. Attach the second wheel using the 1/2-inch locking nut. Using a ratchet here with a 1/2-inch socket to tighten up the locking nut. Using a wrench and a ratchet here to tighten up the 2 locking nuts. It's a plastic cap that snaps in place here. 1 for each wheel. Back panel, there's 2 slides in the top there. You slide into place and then you line it up, push it down. And then there's 2 screw holes in the bottom. Attach the 2 screws here. Tighten up your back panel here. And the second screw goes in there. Use snips here to cut the tie wrap here that holds your propane hose in place here inside the barbecue. Just remove the hose. And then there's a little clip that they give you that holds your hose in place here. Inside, snaps in there. Hold your hose in place. So your burner assembly, line up the 4 holes beneath. Line up the holes here. There's 4 screw holes that hold your burners in place underneath here. So a total of 4 screws that hold your burners in place here from underneath. This is the hardest part to get underneath here to line up your holes here to screw your burners in place here. There's 4 clips that hold your side panels in place here. Make sure the clips on the outside, you can see there's 2 sets of 2 holes here. Make sure it's on the outside of these 2 holes here. So 4 clips to put on. 2 on each side of your barbecue. Do the same thing on the opposite side of your barbecue. Attach the chain to the side of the barbecue. Notice the clip on the side there, the last 2 holes. Attach your bottle opener through the 2 holes here and flip it over and use, there's 2 wing nuts that'll hold this in place. This is the first barbecue that I ever owned that had a bottle opener on it. There are 4 pins in the side shelf. The bottom pins connect inside the holes here, and they just lift it up then push it down and it stays in place. Both side shells are collapsible. Pull it up and then slide it down here, and the bottom pins will keep it in place. Now this is the rod you're going to thread into the side here. This is a threaded hole inside of the unit here, of the shelf. And thread that in and just hook it into the other side here. Gives it some more strength here. Install the threaded rod on the other shelf as well. The threaded rod is installed now. Just lift your shelf, line it up and push it down. Once at your barbecue, install the bracket here. This is going to hold your grease tray here. So there's a tray and an aluminum tray inside that, a disposable tray. Install this aluminum tent there inside your grease tray. This is another part of your grease tray. And that slides underneath your burners here. It slides in there, and any grease will go into that tray. This is the bracket that holds the top of your door in place. The little notch here, you put in the notch here. There's 2 screw holes here. Use the very top one, secure it with your screw here. And your door will fit in the top of this. It'll pivot on the top of this bracket. This is the magnetic latch to hold the door in place. Make sure you put that plate behind that side panel there, and the screw goes in the front. The screw will not affect the door panel here when you shut it. This is part of your door inside here. Just slide it in place. The 2 holes line up. This is your door handle. Hold your door handle in place and then line up your screws through the panel in the back and tighten your door handle on. Install the door bushing in the bottom plate. Install the pin from the door inside that door bushing. The top pin in this door, push it down and snap it in place at the top of the bracket here. Once you snap it in place, then the door will pivot and the latch will hold it in place. Install your sear plates on top of your 3 burners here. They just fit on the ledge, on both ledges. Install your cooking grills here. A little bit different design on this cooking grill. I like it. Install your hood. It was hard to show this in the video, but put your hood on, put the pin through it, and put your counter pin to hold the hood in place. Put your warming rack in place. Now your barbecue is assembled. 10-year bumper to bumper by Napoleon. Large temperature gauge, 10-year bumper to bumper, and don't forget to remove your stickers before heating up. Let's try the famous bottle opener here. And it works, it just doesn't catch the cap. This video took a while to do, so we needed a second drink here. Let's fire this baby up. We'll turn on the propane here. As per instructions, you already run the barbecue at high heat for 30 minutes to burn off any solvents or impurities. The neat thing about this barbecue, there's no separate igniter. Each knob ignites each burner. So you push it in and it clicks in place here. It lights. Second burner is on. You can see the flame. 2 burners on, the third one on. Just click it in place. You've got 3 burners going now. One-hand operation to ignite the burners. Didn't take long to heat up the barbecue here. We've got 2 steaks here, sirloin tip and a ribeye steak. So we'll try it the very first time on this new Napoleon barbecue here. See how the steaks turn out. couple of baked potatoes heating up here, already cooked. And then when you flip the steaks here, and it's got that nice grill pattern. It's a different grill pattern from most barbecues. I like it. Added some flavor with some Montreal steak sauce here. Check our steaks, they're both done here. Also have some grilled vegetables in the tin foil here heating up. Our grilling is complete. We'll shut our propane off here. That door latch could be a little stronger. It doesn't keep the door in place. Now we shut all our burners off just by twisting them back off there. All three burners. And my wife wanted her steak a little bit more well done, so we topped it off a bit. Here's one thing I don't like about this Napoleon barbecue is the grease tray here. It's very flimsy here, and it's just held on by a bracket. And when you're moving the barbecue, it has a tendency to bounce around. Here's the second thing I don't like about this Napoleon barbecue. The magnet's not very strong that holds the door in place here. Has a tendency to open up, even when you're moving the barbecue, it'll open up on you. Both shelves have hooks on the end for your utensils. Pull up on the shelf there, and it just slides down there out of the way. Very handy. Pull it back up, snap it in place. Same with this, 3 hooks on this side for your utensils. Bottle opener, just slide down, back in place, snap in place. This Napoleon barbecue has a little set screw in the bottom that holds your propane in place. My other barbecue has a bracket that held the propane bottle, tells me how much weight I have from the propane. The other thing I like about this thing is it doesn't have a starter button. Each knob starts your different burner here. So you just push it in and it'll start each burner by just turning the knob, snapping it in place here. That's the nice feature about this barbecue here. I also like the different grill style of this barbecue. This Napoleon Freedom 365 will take you about an hour to assemble. It took me several hours to assemble because I videotaped each step of the process. So please consider subscribing to my channel. It helps my channel out a lot. Share my video and ring that bell to be notified next time I upload a video. I'd like to thank all my subscribers. Thanks for taking the time to watch the video. Have a great one, people.